All right, welcome back. Another day, another adventure. I'm exhausted. So, I believe this video is probably going to be titled like, um, I don't know, Sharpening the Axe or Preparation Before Execution or something like that. Um, or maybe a combination of both. Hair's back to semi normal. Being jobless is kind of nice currently because it gives me the space and time to do things that I want to do and things that I need to do, like clean my apartment. That's something that I have been neglecting to some degree. So I spent a couple hours today cleaning around my apartment and cleaning my kitchen and my bathroom, and they still have things I need to touch up, but it's a lot better, which is really nice. Um, I'm by no means a slob. I say as there's laundry on the floor, but that is clean laundry, mind you. I just need to fold it and put away. You know what? Hold me to it. Tomorrow in my next vlog, that laundry is not going to be on the floor. That laundry will not be on the floor tomorrow, okay? I'm going to put it away. So thanks for helping hold me accountable. Anyways, sharpening the axe, preparation before execution. Um, if you've read The 7 Habits for Highly Effective People, I have it on my shelf over here. I need to read it again. Fantastic, fantastic book. Something to live by. I think if you want to increase your productivity and get a better sense of self and like your mission in life and what you're here for and about and how to just like kind of bring your A game into every aspect of life, would recommend 7 Habits for Highly Effective People. One of those habits is sharpening the axe, which essentially has to do with your downtime, your rest time, your preparation, if I'm remembering correctly. And I feel like these last couple days, since having lost my job last Friday, today is Tuesday, Tuesday, May 12th. And I think a lot of this time I've had here, and I've been telling you guys like I'm prepping content, I'm prepping different things, and I am. That's what I've been doing. I've been sharpening the axe. I've been taking time to rest, time to clean up my surroundings so that things um, are better. You know, it's easier for me to work in my environment. Things are cleaner, kind of improve state of mind, improve health. Obviously, things are cleaner. But I've also been prepping content. So I'm gonna take a second here and show you a little on my phone. I spent like all day today getting my OBS set up to do different things. Um, here's me with a cool border, but we're gonna hide that now. Because there's still more to come. But like I said, I've been prepping to try and do gaming content. I'm just working out the kinks of my OBS and my recordings and things like that. And I've also been searching for jobs to kind of help tide me over until, to help cover my living expenses and things like that as I'm working to build my content creation side of things. My roommate and I are looking to do content creation and potentially get into streaming and things like that. He's also been wanting to do this for a while, so I think us together can like kind of help each other be accountable and work on this together. I mean, he and I spent a bunch of time this evening working on recording setup stuff, and I'm learning a lot, and I think it's super cool. I always feel productive when there's like a new obstacle to tackle and a new task to accomplish and a new skill set to learn. And I think that this is giving me opportunities to do that. And then once it all comes together, hopefully in the next few days here, I'll be able to start recording and putting content out on a gaming channel. My roommate and I are probably going to do a vlog here for this channel, doing some disc golfing in the next couple of days and just kind of talking about life while we disc golf. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be good and exciting. Anyways, I just, going back to the point, I think it's super important to stay up on your preparation and your downtime. Stay up on your downtime because you need to rest, or else you're not going to have the capacity to handle the things that you need to take care of. You're not going to have the capacity um, to accomplish your goals. I feel a little bit hypocritical saying this because I am one, I think because of my ADHD and also just the personality that I am, that if I get locked in on a task or an idea, I can go hard on it for a long time. That hyper focus mindset, and if I'm not careful, that'll burn me out. And also the same goes for if I find myself engaged in soul sucking tasks. It's really, that also just sucks my energy away. So taking time to find things that recharge you, whether that be taking naps, eating well, exercise, things that I need to do more of, all three of those. Um, you know, Bringing good content into your life, motivational content. I don't mean like those motivational speakers on, TikTok or Instagram necessarily, unless that works for you. But stuff like, like the Seven Habits book, or if you're religious, a sacred text of your choice, or sermons from your teachers, things like that, things that'll help you recharge, physically with like exercise and naps and eating well, mentally. I think those things can also help your mental, as well as the spiritual stuff can also help your mental. Then obviously spiritually, if that is something that's important to you, I personally think it should be to everyone. It is to me. I could do a better job with reading my scriptures, but taking time to address those things is really going to set you on a better path to help you accomplish the tasks that you have before you and the goals that you're setting, so you can get to where you want to be. So that's what I'm doing, because like I've said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this work. It's going to happen. I had another conversation with this time with my mom today a little bit about like, all right, next steps in life. What do I need to do to get back on my feet a little bit? And I feel like I'm already like on my feet, personally. Obviously, like I need an income, so I'm going to be working on that. But my mom brought up a point. It's like there's been a lot of change in your life recently. Like I said, like I finished a semester, so I don't have school right now. Lost a job, so I'm not working, so I have all this free time. My relationship, my girlfriend and I split up, and so that's another thing that took up a lot of time and energy. I think that was well spent. So I'm not trying to say that like my relationship was a hindrance. It wasn't. It was a blessing in my life. It was just time for it to yeah. Sorry, that was like a weird little tangent there. I just think that there's been a lot of change ultimately in my life right now, and it's an opportunity to set myself on a different trajectory. And I think that other people around you, whenever you're pursuing a big shift, they might question what you're doing and say, are you sure that that's what you like, the right way to do it? Because everyone has their own perspective and they have their own ways of doing things and where they would go and what they would do. So I feel like, my parents might not quite understand why I'm pursuing this. Also, being 23 years old, I find myself blessed to have like a good relationship with my parents, and to have them there to support me through things like this, because it is difficult, obviously. So it's nice to have someone with experience. I know it's not the same for everybody, and other people don't have the same exact dynamic in their relationships. Other people like might just pursue this, and their parents might stay out of it, whatever their goals are, or they might be right there tight, trying to influence and guide them on a certain path, certain with good intentions, in most cases. Everybody's path is going to be different, and their influences are going to be different. So I'm grateful that I have positive influences in my life. I can also recognize that sometimes we maybe don't see eye to eye on everything, and I think my path right now I think my parents want me to pursue my goals and dreams, but I also think they want me to have stability, you know, and I think that's totally fair. I need stability, of course. I need an income. I need to pay my rent and eat, and keep the lights on so I can do stuff like this on, you know, on the side. But I'm hoping that this transforms into something, as well as this vlog type content. So thanks for being with me another day on this adventure. Remember, God is good, and just go out and do it, you know, go out and do the things that you want to do. Life is too short to say, I wish I had, or I will one day. And I'm grateful that I'm in a position right now where I'm getting to like really put a foot into the one day stuff, you know, like, oh, I'm going to, I have plans to, but no, I'm doing it right now. And so that's really exciting for me. Anyways, thanks for being here. Share this with anybody you feel like could use this message. And please keep tagging along. If you're new to this content, please keep tagging along. I sorted out my editing software stuff with DaVinci, so now I'll be able to edit more of these into proper vlogs, with some cool further edits throughout my day. Excuse me. Anyways, thanks, and see you later.